What's up, you guys? We appreciate you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys' time, so we'll just get right to it. So Joe Budden said something about Kevin Hart, saying that he agreed with him, and chicks on the real took it the wrong way. I guess that's what, at least that's what I heard on the Breakfast Club.
What did Kevin Hart say?
No, Kevin Hart didn't say nothing. It's about his what's his thing, that Netflix show on Don't Fuck This Up. So I guess Joe Budden says some stuff like, well, here, look, here.
Okay, so I want to talk about something that came out recently that everybody's talking about, Kevin Hart's Netflix documentary. Did anybody see it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to.
I'm in the middle of it, but everybody else is talking about it when they've seen it because it's called Don't Blank This Up, and he gets very candid about some of the controversial things that he's had to deal with in his whole career, including why he had to step down from the Oscars and his cheating scandal with his then pregnant wife, Aniko. So recently on an episode of the Joe Budden podcast, Joe said that he actually understands why Kevin cheated. And
Joe.
Check this out.
No, but in thinking about how hard he works, like, sometimes you're not on but for 10 seconds in the day for however many days. And I, as a man, can understand how that can be difficult.
Yo, I got goosebumps. I got every part of me. So I'm going to hold back my thoughts. I want to know, ladies,
It's too
how
good.
you feel about that comment?
Amanda, why your head down like that?
I'm just looking at my tea.
You ain't going to find anything in there, girl, because it's all there.
Okay,
right
what do we
there.
really
So
think
before this
about
goes
it,
any
though?
further,
I think it's hysterical.
is that you believe there's something wrong with what he said?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Talk to me. Make sure I'm
because it's okay. He can control his urges to have sex. Period. So he didn't have to cheat. He should be grown enough not to even, or he should respect his wife enough not to even want to be with another woman, and not even think to be with another woman. So it doesn't even make sense. How can you understand him cheating?
Okay. I can understand.
How can you understand?
I completely
okay,
understand.
I'm listening.
Okay. Now, understanding does not mean I agree. Okay. Okay. So you're working all the fucking time. The temptations are everywhere. Like, people cheat for the same reasons, and it's selfish reasons. It's not for like the intent to hurt the other person. It's selfishness. Now, I understand because he's busy. He's gonna get it where he get it. That's what humans do.
But if you're
it's not
busy, you can't do
no,
it.
no,
Like,
no,
if
no,
you're
no.
working, how are you?
Yeah, you
gonna
can.
have
No,
sex with another
no.
person?
You're not with your wife. Like, you are gone away from your wife, separated for who knows amount of time or whatnot. You're out. You have to do certain things. The temptations is all around him. His caliber as a celebrity. People are throwing himself. Should he? No. Would he? Yeah, he would. I can understand that. Me understanding is not saying it was right. Because somebody can understand why somebody did a bad thing does not mean that they, okay, all right. Because, like, you understand why certain people cheat.
Okay.
You do, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing. He just said he understood why he cheated. If you can understand why certain people cheat, why can't you understand why Kevin Hart cheated?
Because it was just him not having sex, right? Like, it wasn't nothing behind it. It wasn't like a one night stand.
I
It wasn't
understand
more than
that.
It just depends on what it is. It's not saying, oh yeah, he just. If it was like a one night stand, or what was it?
Well,
we don't
it doesn't.
know.
No.
He just cheated.
No. I'm talking about the general basis of cheating. I don't care at this point. I don't care about nuance. Well, I understand everything is nuance, but I don't care about if love was involved or not. It's all about, like, the opportunity was there. You allowed yourself to do that. Me knowing human behavior, I know you allowed yourself to do that. I can understand. So therefore, he's like, look, he's out. Joe Budden's like, he's out. He couldn't articulate it right. And for I think for those women, no matter how you articulate it, they're going to take it the wrong way because it's like, well, it shouldn't be understood. But if you say this woman cheated, you can understand why she cheated. Kevin Hart's no different from any person.
But the thing is, we don't know why he cheated.
Exactly. But I can understand, though. It doesn't matter. Like he said, he can understand.
He said he can understand why he cheated. He's working all the time. That's all he said.
No, he's working all the time. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, he's not around his family. He's not around his wife. So that could be a possibility of like, look, it's all the temptations around. I haven't seen my wife in like fucking 3 weeks out of the year. Kevin Hart is a hard working man. So I can understand, yeah, because you want your fix. Like, men want their fix, women want their fix. Like, I know, because I do believe men and women cheat equally. I can see it on both fronts, because I don't really think these women would feel the same way if a woman of Kevin Hart's stature cheated.
Why not?
Women cuddle women and then spike them in the back. Yeah. But let's keep going.
Okay.
So.
I mean, just him stopping and saying the part about, like, you know how hard he works? Like, does the working affect his integrity, his moral standing, his moral compass? I don't think it does. Now, I do want to give this disclaimer. He did do this documentary, and I actually have to applaud him for being so transparent.
Completely. That
takes real courage, not just from him, but from his wife,
Absolutely.
from his family, opening up their homes and their life and their relationship. So I give that to him, and I also think it kind of sucks that I'm just thinking as a wife how hurtful that would be. That we have to keep discussing this, but obviously he just did a Netflix thing, so it comes up again. With that being said, no, I don't agree with this at all. I don't agree that because you're away or you're working so hard that should affect the sanctity of your marriage.
Just, did he say he agreed or did he say he understood?
He understood.
Okay, so my main thing is like, no matter how much I want to like not like this show and be biased and say it's full of crap, this show has influence. So, given that, don't take his words out of character. They have not once said understand. They have not once hit on what Joe Budden has hit on. Understanding why he did it. He's not giving him a pass. They have not said that. He haven't said that. And Joe Budden on his podcast didn't give him a pass. He could understand, and I can understand why anyone cheats, because you're a human being, no matter what. You could be the most honest person in the world. You're a human being. We're all flawed. So therefore, you have the ability to cheat. Don't you have the ability to cheat?
Yeah.
Bam. I have the ability to cheat. Bam. So therefore, can you understand why somebody could cheat? Why? Because you wanted to.
Cheating is selfish. You have to realize that you're not just affecting, yourself by doing that. You're affecting other people. If you have children, now there are children that are going to be a part of that. You have to deal with character defamation. You have to deal with, depression. And there are a lot of people on therapy couches because so-and-so cheated. So all I'm saying is just own it. Own it.
So you're facing the same way that you said kids.
No, it wasn't the children. It's other people.
You have to deal with, depression.
If you're caught.
And there are a lot of people on therapy couches because
if you're caught.
So-and-so cheated. So
I know people that have cheated and they haven't got caught. Not saying they won't. I know some
believe
people that
is owning
haven't
it. This is just Joe's opinion.
Here's the reason why I was bothered by Joe's
to the
opinion,
grave
and
with
I'm
this
going
shit. No,
to cap it
because,
off with
like,
men that think like this.
That's just how, when I'm looking at it, I'm like,
let's start with his
yeah,
statement. There's a disconnect. He applauds how hard Kevin works. And before this statement, he's like, he worked hard, pause, like really hard. Okay, we get that. Here's the thing, though. You can't compliment a man for working so hard when the hardest work it takes for any human being is the loyalty and the devotion to to actually stay married.
Self-discipline.
Honestly. Because that's why there's 50% of marriages ending up in divorce. So you can't say you work hard, therefore you get a leeway
like
with this,
that?
you get a get out of jail free card. That's the weird disconnect.
Work hard at both.
Work hard at both, and your credibility in your house when nobody's
Like, go
watching
ahead.
is
Like,
really
I
what
made a
stands
point.
you
I
as a
just,
man.
like-
Not these awards and accolades that come out.
Yeah,
What
even married
Adrian
people
said,
like,
too,
no,
it's
it's
about
not.
having
It's
those
not.
hard,
It's first to
uncomfortable
yourself first.
conversations. If you're feeling that there's a
not.
disconnect,
Like, 'cause, like,
you
me,
need to
I'm
be
like, it's
honest
not.
about that. Like, I would want
Like,
my partner,
but-
and honestly, you'll feel it too. As a spouse,
Yeah.
it's important.
She's the
Marriage.
right.
I don't know.
I don't know. So,
She goes with
so is she married?
No,
Jeezy?
Jeezy.
Is she married?
Not yet. I think they're gonna get married.
How she know
They
about the
look cute
commitment?
together.
No,
Because you cannot be married and be committed. What do you mean? How she know?
not be married by what standards? It all depends on what standards you're talking about. But all I'm acting like her. Like, what do you mean by that's like the hardest thing? It's a great feat, and it's one of the greatest.
Loyalty.
You know, but the loyalty itself. But when you put it in to another person, it's really not. It's good, but it's more so to yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I'm just like, ugh, no. I would have said one of, you know, but they're stretching the point to beat down Joe Budden, and it's just like he didn't say these things. I didn't hear him say these things. I didn't hear him give him credit. I didn't hear him say, well, fuck it, because Gerard Carmichael got a joke like, hey, look, it depends on what tax bracket. Like, if Oprah cheat on me and I'm with Oprah, you think I'm gonna give a fuck? No. So, you know, all right, so, but it's just like you're getting the wrong point. That's not what he's saying. Now you're just gonna you're sinning.
They're trying to make it as if he agreed with what he did when he just said he understood. Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as you say, oh, I understand.
Yeah, understand. You understanding something does not mean that you agree with what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I can see why they did that. And then you be like,
you gotta.
oh, you be like, I can see why they did that. But then you be like, it's not cool that they did it, but I can see why they did it.
Yeah.
It is your responsibility as a partner in the relationship to be like, yo, something's not working, and I really think that we need to fix this. I'm starting to have a wondering eye, and I know that sounds easier said than done, but this is just what I would like in my relationship, because maybe just maybe you can mend the relationship, and it'll help you be less susceptible to temptation.
Yes.
What
That's
do you
just
think?
one side of it.
You over here quiet.
Yeah.
What? I think a couple things. I think whenever I hear the statement "I as a man," I think I want to hear, well, how does someone identify their manhood, right?
Yeah.
And when I hear that, you hear a lot of men say, like, I'm a man of my word. But it seems like that doesn't carry over to their relationship.
Exactly.
You know, like, being a man of your word means that, like, I stand on what I say. Like, you can trust that I'm going to be reliable. You can trust that I'm not going to shake if I'm pressed. And I feel like, well, if a woman is pressing up against you, you should shake the other way if you know that you have committed
Yes, of course.
to a situation.
That's it.
And I also think just in general, there's just a lot of lying to ourselves that's going on that seems to be happening. And I just feel like when we lie to ourselves, we don't protect our hearts, we preserve our egos.
Yes.
Did she say anything?
What is she talking about? What is she talking about? I'm just like, you lost me. She lost me. She lost me. I don't know what she was talking about.
All right, so I know this.
What she was talking about?
So, all right, I'm biased when it comes to her. Okay, so
Why?
because she says stupid shit. She
She
says.
got on the show, didn't she?
I don't know. But she just says stupid shits. But she just likes to come off smarter than what she is. Cause it's like I watched I think 10 minutes of a video with her, and I couldn't do it. It was like an hour interview with Breakfast. I couldn't do it because she was just into herself. But that's just what, like, you want to sound like you have something to say, but you don't. It's all filler. You know, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to hear this shit.
She probably don't even care about what's going on.
Yeah,
You know?
in that last little bit, well, I'm just gonna say, like, you got a secret and you don't want to tell nobody. Like, hey, look, you know, them motherfucker over there. Like, nah, chick,
She probably
just shut up.
understand too.
Yeah,
But
see,
she just don't want to say how she really feels.
I hear a
about
lot of women that got messed over by men, and I hear a lot of women that messed over men.
Hey, we don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Say that again. Yeah.
that's the doozy.
Look at how she
I
look.
think also in the black community,
Ooh.
I don't speak for the black community, but I do think that a lot of black men, they really don't know how to have true, faithful relationships.
That's rude.
They
of her
think
to
because
say.
they have
Get her,
to be
baby.
Why would she say that?
Get her, baby.
treat
That's
women
not
any
cool.
kind of way.
Lonnie love to say
Look,
anything.
look.
And that
She agrees with
it's
her.
something we need to work
No,
on. We need to
that's
work on
just
it.
me,
That money
period.
and power does not mean that you
I
can
guess.
just do whatever
I think
you want to
sadly
do.
in so many cultures
Oh,
that is
what is
the whole
that?
machismo
What is
thing,
black
like
masculinity?
that goes across the board. But I'm
Well, hold on, wait.
It's not across the board because
is
what is
across
happening
the board.
is
Wait.
that we are
Wait.
still dealing with the point of slavery, and we are descendants of slavery. And because our families were broken up, we still do not have an idea of how to have together families because our families were broken up.
Yes,
and
I get
until
that.
we really
From that
start.
perspective, I absolutely,
Right.
I absolutely.
Not
but
just
also-
slavery,
Broken
welfare
household.
reform, and
See,
She something because
Something.
she can't say that about all black people. Like she says she doesn't speak for black people, but she's speaking.
for black people,
black
and
people,
that's
yeah.
that's
And
that's
then-
the thing. Like, and you gotta proceed with caution. What I hated,
Especially with that.
yeah. What I like, you can't blanket because the whole race of black people because of what people have done to you. You know, like you can't say what's wrong with us is, and then when old girl correct you, like, no, that right there is just a human trait. It's
Yeah.
not down to race. She say no, and then she looks up like, what the hell can I grab? Slavery. And I hate it when black people use slavery. She grabbed it, then she grabbed it. Like I hate it when people use slavery so much to when people say slavery again. It's just like, oh, you just throwing that in the mix because you can just
that's-
use it.
Yeah, that's the reason why nowadays they're talking about people are so sensitive and you
Yeah.
know, and they just go to that for no reason. And it's just like it don't make no sense. Like because my thing is, even though that happened so long ago, we have not experienced to that extent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as slavery
Yeah,
itself. So
like, cause
I
here's
don't
the thing.
see how she can. That just
This is what I hate. It's just like when you bundle up all these extra shit that can go with humanistic traits to real systematic and how can I say it, like passed down through generation, like systematic but generational fucking.
I just want to go back to what we were talking about. We're talking about him cheating, right?
Yeah, but wait.
Okay.
This is what I hate about her and what she just said, and it's really important, especially because you have a position of influence. Do not collude everything with slavery because the shit that's passed on throughout our history through slavery is real, and once you start putting other shit on top of
yeah.
it, the boat is gonna fucking sink.
I know. And then if that is the case, him cheating because of the broken household and back in the day and slavery and stuff, he should get a pass.
Damn.
He should get a pass. If
Damn.
that is the case, because it's not, you know, he's already hurt and broken, so.
Because that's what he knows.
That's what he
So,
knows. So
like,
therefore,
and-
he should get a pass.
And it's like you're denigrating us to the lowest form. Like you're using talking points of the people that manipulated the system that you're trying to use as a reason why we do the shit that we do. You're using those talking points. This is the reason why I do this. Like, come on now, baby. Come on, girl. Come on. But I'm not gonna say. And it's like I swear I want to like hit below the belt and be like, you can't say that because you're married to a white man. But I'm not gonna say that. all I'm gonna say is just like I think I just said it.
You did, baby. You just did.
Okay, so let's keep going. And okay, yep, let's keep going.
The 60s and 70s, like this is a long.
Longer
So when
Why
you
is she
hear,
agreeing with her,
because
though?
I want to say, when you hear Joe
But
Biden
but when she said this is a long ooh, that means she couldn't. You can't make up your mind in where you want to go. You've heard of you said depression and all these things, but you didn't really go deep. You don't really know what happened. Like it's good to say some shit, but you don't really know because you're trying to piece shit that don't piece together, and I don't like that shit.
Not with the man cheating. Like, what the?
And here go.
What else you got to say?
say, he worked so hard. It's not a bad thing. He's saying, Kevin don't want to be poor no more. Okay? So he's like, let me go out here and make this money because I don't want to go back to where I was in Philly. So what he was saying was he was using it as an excuse, and we modernize it and say, but that's not, no, but you got to understand the whole psychology behind it. That's the reason why he's working so hard, because he don't want to go back to where he came from, because then he'll lose the power.
And working so hard is affecting his relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it is a
Conundrum.
correct.
No, it is a conundrum. A conundrum, I do believe, is just like
It's like a cycle.
yeah, a cycle that spawns out of another cycle, out of another cycle, out of another cycle, and that shit is hogwash. Because like this is what I don't like. Even far left and far right, even you far left, you say he is agreeing with him, and far right, you're saying, oh, he said he don't want to go back to the hood. Either way it go, you're taking it out of context. He didn't say, oh, he was working so hard because he don't want to go back to where he came from. That has nothing to do with cheating. That's why I was like, oh, you just try to save yourself because you know what you just said was ass. You know what you just said was ass. Simply because where did this shit come from? The two black chicks that's on there is the only two that's making it about race.
And I don't know why.
The only two that's making it about race. Like, can you, let's think about that. And he didn't say, and he just said, I understood because the motherfucking man's busy and he ain't at home. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You see they didn't finish playing the rest of the clip. That's not an excuse. But just because you understand something does not mean you agree. I understand why people start wars. Money. Religion. I don't agree.
Right.
Like, that's just stupid. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Are we right? Are they wrong? And are we right?
Or are we wrong?
Or are we right? So yeah, hit a like, comment, subscribe, send us I don't know, send us some more clips if you like, I don't know. Whatever. Peace.